I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
Okay. Omkarah praudhamulah padakramasahitaschandavistirnashakaihi Ritpatrasama pushpo yajuradhikamatho dadhanaha yajñachaya sameto dvijamadhupaganaiः sevyamanah prabhate madhye sayam trikale sucharita charitah patu no veda vrikshaha. Hello and namaste to everyone. It would have been better if children had asked the questions first, then I have spoken. But I have already received some video messages from you. So
Mahodaya,
based on that,
if
yes,
you want, we can do that also now. The
okay.
children, other than the 5 questions that you already received,
Yes.
do have their questions now ready with them.
Okay. And then please go ahead. And please introduce yourself and what are you studying, and please ask your question.
Okay. Should we start with Nidhi? Nidhi, are you in the session right now? Okay.
No, please don't call them their names. Let them introduce themselves if they are interested.
Oh, okay. Because
to ask questions.
Dhruvi, you can ask.
Namaste. My name is Dhruvi, and I'm going to be asking 3 questions today. My first question is, what proof is there that God is real?
Sorry?
What proof is there that God is real?
Okay. You have that doubt. Fine. Then anybody else?
I have 2 more questions also.
Yes, please go ahead then.
Okay. My second question is, how do we talk to God? And my third question is, how does the Aditya Hridayam help you in your daily life?
How do you talk to God? And the third one, can you come again?
How does the Aditya Hridayam help you in your daily life?
Okay. Anybody else?
Neha told earlier that she has a question.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Neha. My question is, how do you
little louder, Neha, little louder.
Can you hear me? Okay. My question is, how do you stay accountable for your self-set goals that are not driven by deadlines?
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, Om Takkar, go ahead.
Namaste. My question is, how can you grow your intelligence and how can you get more smarter?
Then what do you mean by smart? Can you define it?
Like smart, like to grow your brain and to grow your
have more answer to the questions. Have you ever thought about it? What does mean? What smart does means?
It means like
okay. Yeah. Please take your time and think about it. We'll take some more questions.
Okay.
Okay, fine. I will ask all of your questions at the end of my introductory address. first of all, the previous videos and these questions are also, the Om is also asking, how do I become more smart? So to become more smart, first of all, we have to understand who we are. Who we are, it is a not so profound question. It's not so spiritual. Who we are is a basic question, fundamental question. Fundamental question and basic questions are very new to the American population or European population. Therefore, they think it is so profound and spiritual question. We have to ask who we are in the context of the creation, isn't it? We are living in a context, we are living in a creation, and that creation seems to happen in a perfect way. Only we are messing it up. Otherwise, it is going very well, isn't it? Most of the kids' videos are off. I hope all of are present and attentive. It would be nice if you keep your video on so that I can see your face and talk. Otherwise, I will be talking to your parents. That anyway, I will anyway do, isn't it? Okay. So we are living in a creation that seems to be perfect, and we are trying to learn about the creation. The more we learn, there is more to learn about the creation, isn't it? This creation is happening, and some religions and some thought process and some philosophers have claimed that the God has created us first and created this creation, this globe, for us to enjoy. He created things, animals, forest, etc., for us to enjoy. Therefore, we are the center of this creation. Everything is there in the world for us to enjoy. So always people who are influenced by this thought process, this perspective, always think, what can I get? How can I get? What do I get? So getting more and more makes them happy, because they think everything in the world is for them to get or enjoy. God has created it for them. Let me tell you clearly that Abrahamic thought process thinks in this way. Therefore, there is so much utilitarianism. They will look into everything. What do I get? Similarly, she was asking, what her name? Dhruvi, yes. Dhruvi was asking, how do I get benefited by the Aditya Hridayam? Isn't it? So you are not trying to understand what is Aditya Hridayam and where it came from. There is no curiosity about the Aditya Hridayam. There is curiosity about what do I get, isn't it? That is not wrong to have a thought like that, because there is a yukti, there is a logic in the Nyaya Shastra that prayojanam anuddishya na mandopi pravartate. Without a prayojana, without the outcome, even the idiot will not function. If he does something, he will also, the idiot also does anything for something, some benefit, isn't it? Therefore, seeking the benefit of Aditya Hridayam is fine, but there is only that thought is there. There is no thought of exploration. There is no curiosity to explore what is Aditya Hridayam, isn't it? This is because we think the world has been created for us to enjoy, isn't it? This is the dominant thought around the globe today. But we have to look at the creation as it is. There are more than 84 lakh species. We call them 84 laksha jiva rashi. In Hindi, 84 lakh jiva yoniya it's called. So out of those, we categorize them as Swedaja, Andaja, Udbija, Jarayuja. Like that, there are various categories among those 84 lakh species. So we are also one of them. We are not so special. God has not created us specially. We are also one of them. They also have jiva, we also have jiva. Even trees have jiva, we also have jiva. So we are one of the jiva, one of the 84 lakhs jivas. But the only thing we have specially is we have the ability to do sankalpa, to discriminate between things, discretion and discrimination, the ability to discriminate and discretion, sankalpa vikalpa. For example, somebody is crying. And after some time he may decide that, oh, enough of crying, now I will not cry, because he is able to look at himself that he's sad and crying, and he is able to make a sankalpa, take a decision that I will not try again. This ability to take a decision or the sankalpa, make a sankalpa and discriminate and vikalpa, and we have options. Let us see. If you throw a stone at a dog, if you beat a dog, what it will do? It will bark, it will run away, or only 2-3 reactions you can see from a dog, isn't it? But if you throw a stone at a man or or a woman or a human being, what would they do? There are infinite number of possibilities. We don't know what they will do, because human beings have infinite possibilities, because they are little bit evolved species on the planet. Therefore, we have little bit of freedom, that is called sankalpa vikalpa. Except this sankalpa vikalpa, we are also similar to animals, isn't it? In this way, we have to understand our place in the creation. Our place in the creation is nothing but an animal, nothing but a species, but little bit of freedom we have. With that freedom, we have been able to go to the Mars also. There is no difference. So God has not created the world for us to enjoy. This is what we have to understand. First of all, we have to understand our space, our place in the creation, our place in the creation, who we are. And when I say we have to understand who we are, I'm not talking about some spiritual question, because we have to understand the nature of the creation and our place in that creation. This basic understanding needs to be, we need to have, so that we will understand the importance of the things. This is our place in the creation, right? Now we have to understand the purpose of life, little bit of purpose of life. What is the purpose of life? Is there a purpose? People who don't find any purpose, or they think this life is for enjoyment. Again, I'm coming back to the Abrahamic thought that this life is to enjoy, isn't it? So that thought is also, we have to examine what is enjoyment. From our sense organs, we pursue few things, and we get carried away by the Prakriti. All of you are very young kids. I don't want to go into the technical details of the Sankhya. I just want to tell you that there is some philosophy, Indian philosophy called Sankhya Darshana. You all have to study it a little bit. In the Sankhya Darshana, it is clearly explained how the creation is happening, how creation is a consistent process, not an incident that happened in the past. Creation is not an incident that happened in the past. Creation is consistently happening right now also. So the 24 tattvas has been explained in the Sankhya. So even in the Gita, karyate hyavashah karma, you don't have to do some action or any activity. The Prakriti will get it done. For example, you want to sleep, or you don't want to sleep, but your body is asking for the sleep. There is a conflict between you and your body, isn't it? So your intellect is saying, stay awake, but your body wants to sleep. What is it happening here? Here, that body that is made of Prakriti, that is made of 5 elements, Prithvi, Apa, Tejo, Vayu, Akasha, according to its tendencies, according to its guna, Sattva, Rajatama, it wants to have some rest and reproduce the energy. But your intellect, you have some important work, therefore you want to stay awake. Therefore, you have to understand with this example is you are functioning through a body which is made out of panchabhutas or 5 elements. These 5 elements have their own tendencies. They want to survive. So they are concerned about their own survival. They are not concerned about your decision. Prakriti is concerned about its survival. You are concerned about your sankalpa and vikarpa, your decisions, your ambitions, your aspirations, your likes and dislikes, consciously made decisions. But the Prakriti is concerned about only its survival. Therefore, it puts man and woman against each other or together. And it makes you sleep, it makes you wake up. If you want to sleep more than 10 hours, it won't allow you to sleep, because the moment it gets sufficient energy, you will wake up, the body will wake up, isn't it? So you are functioning through a body which is made of Prakriti, right? So you will naturally have the influence of Prakriti on your personality. So are you going to be carried away with the flow of the Prakriti, or are you going to take conscious decision and defeat that Prakriti? If you are not defeating that Prakriti and going along with the Prakriti, you will there will be no difference between you and an animal, because animal also does the same, isn't it? Animals, birds, everything is going, are going according to the Prakriti. Only freedom that you have, that you can understand the nature of Prakriti and you can go against the Prakriti and defeat the Prakriti. That is the evolution. That is what we call as a evolved human being, isn't it? If somebody is not sleeping for 10 days and able to live without food and some siddhis, we call them, oh, great man, great achievement. What is that achievement? He has defeated the Prakriti. So we have to understand our nature, our place in the creation and our nature. What is our nature? Our body is made of 5 elements that has its own tendencies. So how do I become smart? How do I concentrate? Right? This is the problem, isn't it? So if you want to become smart, you have to pay attention. If you want to concentrate, you have to pay attention. This is the fundamental. So let me, since all of you understand English, I want you to read a book if possible. Ernest Wood has written a book. Ernest Wood, E-R-N-E-S-T. Ernest Wood has written a book. In his book, one of the chapter is 4 enemies of concentration. 4 enemies of the concentration. So what are the 4 enemies? First one is Vyartha Kriya, unnecessary action. See, most of you are sitting and you are making unnecessary action. Somebody is adjusting their hair, somebody is shaking their leg, somebody is shaking their hand. Unnecessary action in the body. So what is happening with that action is unconsciously you are doing it. You are not aware. You are not making a decision to do that action. But despite not having a decision, your body is doing some action, unconscious action of the body. Vyartha Kriya. First one is Vyartha Kriya. 4 enemies of the concentration. The first one is Vyartha Kriya. Second one is Vyartha Bhashana, unnecessary speech. People are talking to so many people and doing some gossips and talking unnecessary things, and just unnecessary in the sense it is not productive at all. Despite knowing that it is unproductive, they have a tendency, or they are unconscious that they are speaking. They are speaking until the 12 o'clock in the night. At the 12 o'clock, they realize, oh, it's been 12 o'clock. We have been speaking so long. And then they get up and go back home, isn't it? So what is happening there? Unconsciously, they are speaking. The tendency, Vyartha bhashana. And complaining about somebody, we are complaining I am complaining, for example, Nidhi has switched off her camera now. I will complain this to Shanti Bhagini. Oh, it is not going to help because Nidhi has decided to keep her camera off. Instead of understanding that and moving ahead, I am complaining to Shanti Bhagini. Isn't it Vyartha bhashana, unnecessary speech? So things that are not going to happen, we are concerned about them and we are talking about them. For example, Pakistan is going to be a great country. This is not going to happen. And we are talking about it for 2 hours. So this is Vyartha bhashana. And Vyartha vichara. Vyartha vichara means unnecessary thought, worrying about something that is not going to produce anything or there is no solution for. I have become old. Now I am going to die. This is a fact, right? If I start worrying about it, what is the use? So worrying about something, Vyartha vichara, unnecessary thought, intense thought or worry. So Vyartha kriya, Vyartha bhashana and Vyartha vichara. These are the 3 aspects. The 4th one is more important. The 4th one is interest in anybody or anything but God. We have interest, asakti. It's called asakti in Indian languages. Asakti in everything. Asakti means interest, curiosity, or whatever it is. Interest in everything but God. We have curiosity about so many things, so many people. What are they doing? When are they getting married? Ranbir Kapoor, Alia Bhatt, when are they getting married? Justin Bieber. Like this, we have so many things. We have so many curiosities about so many things, but God. So, asakti in everything but God. This is the 4th thing. So, Vyartha kriya, Vyartha bhashana, Vyartha vichar, and Ishvara anasakti. These are the 4 enemies of the concentration. Who is saying this? Ernest Wood. He was a noted English yogi, means he was a British person. He lived in India and he went through so many various kinds of sadhanas under the guidance of Ramakrishna mission. And he has written a book on meditation. In that book, there is a chapter on 4 enemies of concentration. His book's name itself is Concentration. Okay. Pritu Rajagopal, am I audible to you? Okay. Yes. Okay. Fine. I thought he was looking away. I thought it's not audible. Fine. This is these are the 4 enemies of the concentration, right? What I was saying. Om's question was, how do I become more smart? So, in my understanding, Om thinks that becoming more smart means knowing more things and being able to answer whatever question is being asked to him. So that is the idea of smartness. If we consider, how do we gather more information? We are all gathering so much information all the time. Even if we are sleeping, our sensory organs are perceiving so many things. If you want to do an experiment, if somebody is speaking, you can go and play a song next to them, or you can sing a song next to them. After 10 years, with some regression techniques, you can go to that particular day and that person will sing the song, repeat the song. He was sleeping, he was in a deep sleep when he was singing that song. Despite being in a deep sleep state, his sensory organs were perceiving the song. This is modern science, not a philosophy anymore. So your organs are constantly perceiving. It is just that your manas is not there with that indriya. For example, you are looking at somebody and the football match is going on and you are sitting in the stadium and you are thinking about something in your school. Your manas is in the school. Your eyes are watching the football match. But is it getting registered in your mind? Are you noticing the match? No, because your indriya is looking at the match, but your manas is not with the indriya, not the organ. Therefore, despite perceiving the visuals, you are not experiencing the visual at the moment, because manas is required to see something. Without the manas, indriyas are useless. So we are not able to pay the attention. Therefore, we are not gathering the information. Despite being exposed to things, we are not able to notice. We are not able to grasp because our manas is not there. Fine. Our manas is not there. Even if we pay the attention and grasp it, we are not able to recollect at the right moment, isn't it? That is the problem with the smart people. If you are able to recollect at the right time, you are considered as smart. If you are not able to recollect at the right time, you are considered as not smart, isn't it? So how does this recollection happens? When you store it in a proper manner, when you there is a library in your mind, it is called chitta, we call unconscious mind. In that region, your information is being stored as so many files. So you have to be able to find the right file at the right time and open it. Then your memory is good, isn't it? So this storage in the mind needs to happen at the right way, in the right way. So how does it happen? When you have sufficient energy in your body, and when you are relaxed, and when you are enjoying the consumption of that information, then you process it, you identify it, and you store it at the right place in your mind. That file can be opened immediately whenever you want. When you don't have the sufficient energy in your body and you are not enjoying the information, it means you are not having the ananda. For example, let us take the example. Whenever I sit in front of some people, for example, Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev. Now these days I'm not listening to him, but when I used to listen to him earlier, the moment he starts speaking, I used to have some joy in me, ananda. With that ananda, I used to have the proper information in me. So similarly, when you get ananda from something, some information, so you are watching something, or you are getting reading something, or listening to somebody, or whatever it is. No, if somebody is singing, the moment you start enjoying it, you start getting ananda, you pay the attention. If something is not enjoyable, you cannot pay the attention, isn't it? So paying attention or involving your manas is possible only when it is generating the ananda or giving you the happiness. So teachers who make children very happy are very good teachers, considered as very good teachers, even though they don't know so many things. Some people know so many things. They have done 10 PhDs, but children suffer in front of them. Why? They have so much information, they have so much knowledge. Because if you are not able to generate the ananda in the listener, you can't get the attention in return. So generating ananda is the job of the teacher, and having the ananda is necessary to pay the attention. So only when you pay the attention and experiencing the ananda, you put that file at the right place, and that file can be retrieved or reopened at any time. In that way, joyful teaching or joyful learning methodology, designing the joyful modules to teach something is necessary. This is one way. This can be done only by the parents and teachers. As a children, what can we do to have ananda, to enjoy, and to pay the attention? What can you do? Isn't it? Teaching is not in your hands. Pedagogy is not in your hands. Subject is not in your hand. You don't know who is going to teach in which way. Therefore, what can you do about it? Let us think about it. So I spoke about sufficient energy, isn't it? If you don't have energy at certain time, let us take the example right now only. If you don't have sufficient energy in your body, can you pay the attention and sit in a proper way? No, right? So where this energy is coming from? This energy is coming from the food that you ate, the food that you consume, isn't it? That food is full of energy because it is receiving the energy from the sun. It is a solar energy. Basically, it is a solar energy. Through the photosynthesis, energy is being stored into the plants, grains, etc. You are consuming that. You are consuming vegetables, grains, fruits. This is nothing but the solar energy, isn't it? So that is prana. That is we call as a prana in the Bharatiya languages. So what is happening after you consume that food? In the name of digestion, we call this digestion, right? So that digestion is essentially extraction of that prana from the food. What is your digestion system is doing? It is extracting the energy from the food and letting go of the waste that has no prana, isn't it? So in this process, the moment you eat something, your digestion system starts extracting the prana from the food. Therefore, it requires a lot of energy. The digestion system itself requires a lot of energy. Therefore, the whole body energy goes into the digestion system. Therefore, the moment you eat something heavy, you feel lethargic, short of prana, because your prana, your energy has gone into the digestion system. It is supplementing. The whole body is all the indriyas are giving their prana to the digestion system because something heavy has come for the digestion. Some big task has come in the body. So in this way, for the digestion of food also you need energy. The energy comes from food, but that food's digestion also requires prana. Digestion, sorry, give me a moment. 1 second. There's something here. Concentration out. 1 second. So prana or energy comes from the food, and that digestion also requires the energy. Now digestion is over. Digestion is over, and all the indriyas, all the organs are getting sufficient amount of prana. You have prana. Now let us come back to that Ernest Wood's 4 enemies of concentration. You are doing vyartha kriya, unnecessary action. That unnecessary action is consuming valuable prana, precious prana. You are unnecessary. I don't remember the exact percentage, but the most of the prana, most of the energy is consumed by the mind. Large part of the energy is consumed by the mind. Vyartha vichara consumes a lot of energy. Vyartha bhashana also consumes a lot of energy. And unnecessary attention, unnecessary gossiping, etc. takes a lot of prana from you. So when your prana is being wasted, you are consuming precious prana. You are extracting the prana from the food that you have ate, and you are utilizing the prana, that valuable prana, in unnecessary things. Therefore, you are short of prana, short of energy. So due to lack of energy, you are not able to pay the required attention. Do one thing. Start monitoring your generation of energy and your spending of energy. How much energy you are generating through the food, and how much energy you are wasting, you are spending. If you start monitoring it consciously, you will start eating the food that gives you more prana. You don't eat junk food. The moment you realize this energy, you start eating more and more vegetables, fruits, etc., that gives you more prana. And also getting up before sunrise. You need to get up before sunrise, because the whole your body is connected to the solar system, isn't it? So if you start getting up early before sunrise and start worshipping sun in the form of Surya Namaskara, your body's ability to produce more prana enhances. Let us take an example. Somebody is not doing Surya Namaskara. Let us assume that somebody is not doing Surya Namaskara, not doing sun worship, and getting up at 10 o'clock in the morning, or almost 4 hours after the sunrise. There is another person who is getting up before sunrise, much before sunrise, before Arunodaya, and he is doing proper sun worship or Surya Namaskara, and his body is aligned with the solar system, and his energy, his digestion system is proper. Now both of them are going to eat same amount of food and same type of food on the same day. The person who is not getting up early and not doing Surya Namaskara won't be able to extract the complete prana from the food, because his digestion system is not efficient. But the person who is getting up early and doing the Surya Namaskara, his digestion system is so efficient that it is extracting the complete prana from the food that he ate. Therefore, the person who is doing Surya Namaskara is whole day, he is energetic. But the person who is not doing Surya Namaskara and not getting up early, in the evening itself, around 5 o'clock, 5 p.m., he is getting tired. He needs some intoxication to keep him alive. He needs some intoxication. Therefore, people consume intoxication, isn't it? So you need to enhance the efficiency of your energy production system. And you need to monitor your consumption of energy. Enhance the production and monitor the consumption. Then you will have sufficient amount of prana. With that sufficient amount of prana, you will be able to pay the attention. That paying attention itself is the doorway to every kind of knowledge, better experience of life, good lifestyle, success, and everything. So if you want to do good in your life, you need to have sufficient amount of energy. Therefore, start producing more energy, spend it less. How to do it? In the Bharatiya way. Fine. Now we will come to something that is the title of today's talk. What is that today's talk? Self-discipline. So how do I do that? I have told so many things to do to you that you have to produce more energy and spend less, right? So how do I do that? I don't have a discipline in life. My lifestyle is not like that. So if your lifestyle is not like that, your body is not cooperating, your mind is not cooperating, your mind is lazy. You want to get up at 4 o'clock, but your body is not getting up. Fine. This is all happening. It's indiscipline. Indiscipline is there in everybody's life. But how to bring the discipline? Suppose, consider you are the mind, and somebody, the owner of the mind is not getting up, and because of you are lazy, right? And that owner of the mind is not punishing you. You are not accountable. You are not responsible. He is not even asking you, why did you do that? So if some employee is there in the office and he's coming late every day and nobody's asking him, he's not accountable at all. Nobody's bothered about his schedule. So he thinks it's fine to go to office in the afternoon. Isn't it? It's fine to go to the office in the afternoon. Therefore, he starts coming in the afternoon. Sometimes he may not come at all. Sometimes he may not come at all to the office, right? because nobody is punishing him, nobody is firing him, he's not accountable. Similar thing is happening with your mind. Your mind thinks it's okay. For example, Harini is there. Harini's mind thinks whatever Harini is not strict with me, it's fine to do whatever I want. Therefore, it is lazy. It is doing its own things. Now Harini starts thinking, hey, mind, I will punish you. If you don't do this, I will punish you. If Harini starts punishing the mind becomes disciplined, isn't it? How do we do this? In Bharatiya way, we do this as a prayaschitta. Prayaschitta, have you heard about, anybody heard about prayaschitta? Please unmute your mic and tell me. Did anybody heard? Prayaschitta. Shriyan, have you heard about prayaschitta? Okay. Nitya Parepalli. Have you heard about anything like prayaschitta?
Yeah, I have.
Have you heard?
Yeah.
Okay, where did you hear?
Well, like it's not like in the Bharatiya way, but like the Western concept, it's like holding yourself accountable for like your own actions.
That's holding accountable. Okay, but prayaschitta, I'm talking about prayaschitta. Okay, you might not have heard. Let me tell you. In Bharatiya rituals, you might have seen so many rituals, right? There are various categories. It is very too much information for young kids like you, but still I will go through a little bit of it. In the karmas, the kriyas we do, Sandhya Vandana, Agni Karya, Puja, etc. rituals we do, there are 4 categories: Nitya Karma, Naimitya Karma, Prayaschitta Karma, and Kamya Karma. Nitya is daily routines. Naimittika is seasonal things. And Prayaschitta is penance actually. Prayaschitta, what is the appropriate way, Uday Tantriji, for the Prayaschitta? Not penance actually.
Repentance.
Repentance. For example, let us assume there are various prayashittas in the Dharma Shastras. One of the prayaschitta is very famous. That is known as Chandrayana Vratam. You might have heard about Satyanarayana Vratam. Right? Siddhivinayaka Vratam. Similarly, there is a Chandrayana Vratam. Chandrayana Vratam is a prayaschitta. Chandrayana Vratam is done toward the month. If I have done something wrong, Chandrayana is prescribed to me for that particular mistake that I have committed. How do I do that Chandrayana Vratam? On full moon day, it starts with the full moon day. On full moon day, I will eat. In the Dharma Shastra, there are three parts. In all the Dharma Shastra, there are 3 parts: Achara, Vyavahara, and Prayaschitta. Achara is daily life, about daily life, and Vyavahara is about judiciary, politics, etc. All the things are in the Vyavahara. And the 3rd part is Prayaschitta. So, Prayaschitta is as important as economy or politics or judiciary in the Dharma Shastra. So, what is it called? I was telling you about Chandrayana Vratam, right? In the Chandrayana Vratam, in the full moon day or Purnima day, I will eat 15 morsels. 15 morsels. Tuttu ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ morsels ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಹೌದು.
15 morsels. I will eat 15 morsels on full moon day. On the next day, on the Pratipada, I will reduce it. I will reduce it for 14. And the Dvitiya, I will reduce it for 13. Like that, I'll keep on reducing. And the Amavasya, no moon day, I will not eat anything. And again, in the Shukla Paksha, I will start one muscle and second, Dvitiya 2 muscle, like that. I will keep on increasing the number of. So like this, only once a day, not twice a day, only once a day. We have to sleep on the floor. We have to sleep on the floor and not wear footwear, and we are not supposed to apply any scents on the body. There are so many restrictions. This is the Chandrayana Vratam. This is the Prayashittam. If I commit some mistake, I am supposed to practice this Chandrayana Vratam. Let us assume there is an opportunity to commit the same mistake again. What do? My mind, it's scared. Oh, no. We have to do Chandrayana Vratam again. So my mind is so scared that I will not commit the same mistake again, because it is so difficult to practice that Chandrayana Vratam, isn't it? So similarly, your mind is committing so many mistakes, making you lazy, forget so many things, not organized in your life. Root cause is your lazy mind, isn't it? Your manas. So you have to start punishing your mind. You have to be ruthless with your mind, your own mind. Then it learns its lessons. It stops committing the same mistakes again and again. So you have to decide on your own. For example, today I didn't do my Surya Namaskara, so I will not eat today. You don't have to study the Dharma Shastra and decide the Prayashitta. You can decide on your own what is difficult for you. For example, in school, I slept in the class, I slept today, right? After coming home, I will do 108 Surya Namaskara, 108. It is very difficult. It is painful for the body. Despite that, I will do it as a punishment for myself. So if you start taking difficult decisions and punishing yourself, start being ruthless about yourself, that self-discipline naturally comes in your life, because your mind is trained to not to commit mistakes. It gets scared about you. So this is the Bharatiya way, Prayashitta way, to bring some self-discipline in the life. If you bring that self-discipline in the life, with that discipline, you can produce more energy and consume less. And that with that sufficient amount of energy, you can pay attention. And with that attention, you can gain knowledge, you can do things better. So many things are possible, isn't it? Everything starts with the self-discipline, and that self-discipline is possible by the Prayashitta or being ruthless to the self. Thank you. Now I'll take questions. No questions? Was it so boring?
No, it looks like what you spoke answered all their questions.
Okay. Who asked the questions in the beginning? How can I become more smart? Did you get your answer?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead, Nitya.
So you mentioned the example of like falling asleep in class, and then your punishment for that is going home and doing 108 Surya Namaskaras.
I just gave an example. You can decide on yourself. If your body is so fit and you can do Surya Namaskar very easily, you can do something very difficult for you. Whatever is difficult for you, you should do it.
But shouldn't you go home and sleep so you will have energy?
So you are allowing the mind to become more and more lazy, and you expect to go far ahead in the life. If you don't want to go anywhere, it's okay to listen to the mind. because it is as I said earlier in the talk, Prakriti, the nature is concerned about its survival. If you are okay with the Prakriti's decision, go with it. But if you want to defeat it and do something in your life, you have to punish it and bring it in your way.
Mahoday, I have another question.
Yes, please.
In whatever Nitya was asking in continuation. So if you want to punish the Prakriti, then at the end of, like, after a few days of continuously punishing, you won't have any energy because your body, you're trying to punish the body and listen to your mind. And at the same time, where do you get that prana to continue doing what you want to do?
Okay. This punishment is only one day's punishment, isn't it? So on that day, she might feel that she's exhausted. Her prana is energy is exhausted. But with the sleep and food, she'll gain the prana again, right?
Correct. But what I meant is, if you want to, if you definitely want to listen to the Prakriti and get the 8 hours of sleep and the food that's going to sustain you, correct? And then you cannot continuously punish your mind to wake up, just keep waking up or do some things that you want to do until 12 or 1 o'clock at night. That you cannot continue doing that every day. That's what you meant earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we don't monitor the production of energy and the consumption of energy, then only we will be exhausted, isn't it?
You need to have the balance, right? Thank you.
Anything else? I think all of them are in the weekend mode. It's okay.
No, well, not the weekend mode. Okay, do anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I had one, Bharatiya.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you talked about Ernest Wood's 4 enemies of concentration. The first one was unnecessary action. But how do we determine what is necessary for you might be unnecessary for me, right? Or is it a universal?
Okay. When I say action, I gave an example about shaking our leg unconsciously, and we will be speaking on a phone. And to speak on a phone, we don't have to walk, but unconsciously we will get up and walk and while talking. Involuntary. Involuntary. So after the call ends, we will realize that we have been walking since so long. So that action of that body was unnecessary at that moment. Okay. He could have sat down and spoken.
Okay.
That kind of unconscious bodily movement is an unnecessary actions. Virtha. I'm not talking about the intentional actions.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So, Mahodaya, I would like to let everybody know in this call right now that Dataraj Deshpande Mahodaya gave this as an introduction to the podcasts that he will be giving us going forward. So, Mahodaya, would you like to talk about that?
And it's your plan. You are clear about it.
Yes. So he gave the number. He said, okay, let us make it 21. So for 21 weeks, Mahodaya is going to pick a topic. And for 5 minutes, it's going to be an audio podcast, which all of us will get to listen to. Basically, the focus will be on the students. So the topic is the same, self-discipline in the Bharatiya way. So Mahodaya is going to set up the syllabus for that, and he's going to treat us with that for the next 21 weeks, which ends on August 14th, 2022. Probably we'll have it on every Sundays, that is starting from next Sunday. Right, Mahodaya?
Yes.
Okay. So
I have a question. Can I go ahead?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. So from your overall talk, I come to know like self-discipline. So if we are mature enough, we can do the self-discipline. How do you teach the self-discipline for the kids who are 9 or 10?
Everybody will have their own aspirations in life. As I said, prayojanam anuddishya na mandopi pravartate in the beginning, that even an idiot or mandabuddhi person is concerned about his outcome or his benefit while doing some action. Naturally, children will have some intelligence at that age also. They will do something that is beneficial for them according to their own understanding. Right. So some kids might have aspiration to become pilot, or some kids might have aspiration to become some cricketer, or whatever the aspiration at that age they might have. To achieve that, they need to do certain things, right? They will be interested in doing that. For example, somebody wants to become a mathematician, want to do PhD in mathematics from some reputed university, or want to become like somebody else. They might have some idols. So we may tell them that if you want to become like that in your life, you need to do this and this. They'll definitely understand because it is in alignment with their aspiration. So their aspiration itself is the motivation for their own self-discipline. And everybody will have aspirations. I hope I answered your question.
Okay, thank you.
Astu. Mahodaya, do you have any concluding words? We are
nothing. Yeah, nothing. Please go ahead.
Astu Mahodaya, aneke dhanyavadaha. So this was an excellent start for the plan that we had. So we are very fortunate that you agreed to do this for us. We are very eagerly looking forward to the 21 podcasts.
Yes. I just wanted to share one information with all the kids that currently I am talking from a Gurukulam near Bangalore. There is a Gurukulam, IT, Information Technology Gurukulam. There are 22 students here between the age of 8 to 12, like you, all of you. They're very young, below 12 years of age kids are studying in a Gurukulam. The theme of the Gurukulam or the intention of the Gurukulam is to make all of them good entrepreneurs in the IT industry. So the curriculum is designed in a way that they will end up becoming good IT professionals. So for that, as a foundation, we have Panini grammar, Amarakosha, Shabdamanjari, Dhatupatha, Vyakarana Shastra, Nyaya Shastra. Like that, we have so many Bharatiya sciences on which we are going to develop and include the modern sciences also, the Western sciences also, as like physics, chemistry, math, biology, etc. They will learn all of them, and they will learn computer science without going to any university. Without going to any university or college, they will learn all of it in the Gurukulam itself. So it is a non-conventional, traditional way of making professionals. So we have designed, this is rarest of the rare Gurukulam. There is no other Gurukulam in this way. So I have come here into the Gurukulam to monitor some activities, because as I said, self-discipline, the Gurukulam itself was going out of discipline. So I have come here to punish it and put it on the track again, so that it learns its self-discipline. So I have come here in the Gurukulam. I got the opportunity to talk to all of you from the Gurukulam campus itself. Here it is already 8:30 in the night. All the kids have gone to the dinner. Here it is dark. I'm using a torch light here to keep my face visible. It's in between the jungle, in the surroundings. Around the Gurukulam, there is thick forest. In between the forest, the Gurukulam has been established. If the child has to run away from the Gurukulam, they have to run. They have to cross at least 10 kilometers of the forest. That kind of a place we have chosen for the Gurukulam. I don't say you people are lucky, because these kids are lucky who are living in the forest. They are more fortunate to live in this atmosphere, because they are not bothered. They are not getting exposed to any gadget. They are getting up at the 4 o'clock. They are getting up at 4 o'clock and doing 108 Surya Namaskar, 108 Surya Namaskara every day, and doing agricultural activity. They are producing their own vegetables. They do the farming and they bring their own vegetables from the farms. And there is in a rotation system, 2 kids each day. 2 kids will go to the kitchen and help the cook, cutting vegetables, etc. They grow their own vegetables and they cook their food and they eat. And they don't have any uniform. They don't have any attendance system. And they don't have nobody shouts at them, and nobody puts the pressure of examination and tests on them. So this kind of a beautiful Gurukulam we have established here, and I'm talking to you from the Gurukulam itself. If you are interested to check out more details, you can log into rishivatika.in, www.rishivatika.in. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mahodaya, for taking us to paradise by these last few lines. Thank you very much. I will now request Neetal Bhagini to do the Mangala Shloka Sarve Bhavantu.
Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.